WJewel Jewelry Store Management Software is a full-featured POS software that handles all aspects of a jewelry retail business. That includes sales, layaways, gift cards, store credits, revolving line of credit, as well as those making installment payment invoices, where a customer, for example, pays the same amount every month for 6 months at a specified interest rate. We also handle special orders and layaways. It also does memos or consignments to your customers. Of course, you can receive memos and consignments from your vendors, but you can also make memos to your customers. We also handle pro forma invoices. Repair order processing is included. You can create a job bag. Job bag goes through the shop. Repair shop control handles what happens to each job bag, which jeweler worked on it, and where it is at now. Later on, the customer comes to pick it up. We have another video that talks about repairs that you can watch to get more details. Buying gold or scrap gold or diamond or other items the customer brings in can be handled through the software. You enter the gold price of the day, the carat and the weight, and indicate what percentage profit you want to make, and software tells you what you're supposed to pay the customer. You will then decide what you want to pay the customer and pay them in cash, or use it as a trade-in towards a purchase, or give them a check. Customer returns are handled here. Quotes and wish list is when a customer talks to you about specific items that they are interested in. You can take pictures of what they want. You can make drawings and write down what price you quoted them. That way, when they come later on to talk to you about it, you know exactly what you talked about and continue the conversation. Repair shop handles all of the work that gets done by your jewelers. Jewelers can be in-house or can be outside contractors. At the end of the week, you can see which jobs are open by each jeweler, and you can see which jobs were completed by each jeweler. It also keeps track of all the parts that were used for each job bag. You can see how much profit you made on each job bag, and you can keep track of the inventory of your repair parts. Payments and credits are for customers who have a revolving line of credit with you. When these customers make a purchase, may or may not make a deposit, and they leave the store with the actual item. This is different than a layaway. They leave the store with the item, and later on they come back and pay you the balance. You can charge them interest on the outstanding balance. You can run monthly statements and aging report. There are a lot of different reports available. End-of-day reports include sales by each salesperson, sales by each store, total cash and credit card payments received, total profit, etc. You can create appraisals and statement of values. For each customer, you edit all of their information, including their names, their birthdays, and anniversaries, and get a list of people with upcoming birthdays, so you can send them a text or email or send them coupons. Customer name and address can be scanned from their driver's license. You can also keep track of prospects. These are people who are not customers yet. For salespeople, we calculate their commission based on their sales. It can either be a flat percentage for all sales, or you can say that, for example, for diamonds they get 3%, and for jewelry it is 6%, and for watches 1%. You can keep track of your inventory, print tags. Tags can be regular or RFID. You can make a package, for example, by putting together a semi-mount and a diamond, and it becomes a new piece. Or you can break a piece. For example, you can break a ring to make it into a pair of earrings, or to take the diamonds out and melt the gold, etc. For all the pieces that are broken into other pieces, or if they are put together to make a different piece, we keep track of the history. Inventory can be searched any way you want, by vendor, by category, or show me all of my 14-karat hoop earrings. Show me my items from a specific vendor that have not sold since a specific date, etc. Transfers for sending items from one store to another. If you have multiple stores, then you specify which items are going from one store to another. You have the choice of assuming that if you sent it from store A to store B, items are already added in the store B, Or you can make it that Store B has to acknowledge receipt. If acknowledgement is needed, you can see which items are still in transit, which is the items sent from A to B but not received by B. Physical inventory. Periodically, you scan the items in store. We will tell you what is missing. All of the reports in your system can be emailed, and they can be exported to an Excel sheet. So you can make changes to the Excel sheet or sort or print it, etc. You can also import the information from an Excel sheet. That means when you get a whole bunch of new items or existing items from a vendor, either on consignment or as a purchase, if they give you the details in Excel, instead of you having to enter all of the pieces manually, you can just import them from an Excel. You do not have to use a specific format for the Excel sheet. You can have as many different templates for the Excels as you want. If I am buying from vendor A, the style number is in column A and price is in column B. But if I am buying from vendor B, style number is in column X and price is in column P. Diamond prices can be downloaded from RapNet, and your inventory can be adjusted based on list prices. You can also connect to GIA and other certificates. So just put in the GIA report number, and we download all of the information for you from GIA, including a copy of the certificate. We can connect you to your website. Shopify, Magento, or what have you, we can connect you to them. Tagging can be done on regular or RFID tags. You can have as many tag formats as you want. This means you can print certain information for diamonds while printing other information for watches or 3-stone rings. The program includes complete accounts payable and accounts receivables, and financial reports. You can receive items as outright purchase, or you can get them on consignment. Items received on consignment can then be returned back to the vendor, or you can make an invoice for them. You can create a list of consignment items that you already sold. This report can be sent to the vendor to bill you for those. Creating vendor purchase orders can be based on your customer special orders, or it can be based on the minimum stock, or you can just say, order me 5 of these, 2 of that, or it could just be based on quantity sold from each item in the last 30 or 90 days, for example. Banking is keeping track of your checkbook. It keeps track of all of the transactions, the checks that you wrote, deposits made, and bank reconciliation. Check your bank balance at any given time. Cash registers is how much money I started my day with. This is the cash that was received and given out. This is how much should be left, so all is accounted for. Money is given to the manager, who has to account for it. Employee time clock is for employees to punch in and punch out. At the end of the week, we calculate the number of hours they've worked, and their salary is calculated. Financial reports, trial balance, income statement, and balance sheet are included in the package. Option of export to QuickBooks is also available. You really don't need QuickBooks because our system does all of that for you. Reporting. There are a lot of reports for sales and profit based on a customer or based on each item, based on items from a specific vendor, and based on price point and category and brand and each store and salesperson. How much profit I am making by the items that each salesperson is selling, etc. Lots of different charts and graphs showing sales trends are also available, including GM ROI report. Keeping track of everything that each user did, you can keep track of who made a particular invoice, or changed it, or deleted it. The same thing with each and every transaction. Each user access can be set up individually. User A can do invoices and inventory, but cannot look at my accounts payable. User B can do certain things, but cannot see my cost. Automatic emails can be set up so that when a sale over a certain dollar amount is made, owner will receive an email that we just sold something for $2,500. Going into a bit more details about some of the options. When adding a new item, you can either enter your own item number or the system will generate one. An item can have an unlimited number of pictures. Pictures can be added using a camera, or if they are on your computer already, you can use them. Information entered here can be uploaded to your website automatically. You can specify if an item is an asset or it is a long-term, short-term memo. What is the brand? And what is the sub-brand? All of these drop-down values are set up by you. None of the information here is mandatory. You decide what info to add. The more details you enter here, the more granular search results you can get. Keep track of the inventory by the showcase so that at the end of each day, you get the count per case, and then you do a quick check that all of the inventory is correct. Add specific disclaimers for items so that, for example, this item is a lab-made diamond and you can write whatever you want about it. Specify who we bought this from and what is their item number. The main stone is a diamond round 1 carat, etc. Specify how much you paid for this, and also how much you paid extra for it to actually finish the part. Replacement cost can be different than what you actually paid for it. Website price can also be different than retail price. Warranties, extended service plans. You can handle it in our system. Just specify the cert number and click on Retrieve Cert Info, and we will download all of the GIA information for you, including a copy of the certificate. Watches. We have room for a lot more details there. If any item is made by yourself, for example, we took a casting and took the diamonds and put them together, you can enter the details of what you actually took to make this piece. You can also specify how much you paid for CAD and how much you paid for labor, etc. There is also a large set of customized attributes that if there are fields that you need that we do not have in our system, you can add it yourself. You do not need to call us. Our software always comes with unlimited training, so that at any time you need help from us, we are available to you. Related items for a piece are what's the matching earring for this necklace? What is the bracelet that goes with the earring, etc. History of a piece shows when you received it, when you sold it, and so on and so forth. Keeping track of the inventory, sales, etc. When you make a sale, you can either scan or type in the item number. You can specify a customer code or add a new one, or search for the customer by their name or telephone number or zip code or email address. Next, you specify any trade-ins and how they are paying for it. They can pay part cash, part credit card. You then save it and you print it. Printout can be with or without pictures. Use a laser or receipt printer. We have a few different receipt printout layouts. If a customer agrees to $1,400 for this, but do not want to pay sales tax, we enter $1,400 as the sales price and click on Tax Included. Software will then reverse calculate it so that they are really paying you $1,295 for it plus the sales tax, so the total is $1,400. Payment can be cash, credit card terminal, which means you are using your own separate credit card machine. We can connect your credit card terminal to WJewel so that we automatically charge their card. You can make it as a layaway. It can be on account, which means the customer comes back to pay you later. You can use a gift card or a store credit. You can use any other types of payment types. We support store warranty as well as Jewelers Mutual. You can make the sale, and Jewelers Mutual takes care of the warranty if needed. A sale can also be shared between multiple salespeople. You can also specify that salesman A gets 50% of the commission, B gets 30%, and C gets 20%. Special orders can also be added. You can keep track of their cost and ordering them from vendors, etc. A sale can be sent to the shop. For example, they just bought a diamond and a semi-mount that need to be mounted. We will create a job bag and send it to the shop. When the job is ready, you can text the customer to inform them. After a sale is completed, you can text the customer with a link to click on to leave you feedback. What you see here is a version that prints 2 copies of the receipt on one sheet of paper. Paper is perforated in the middle. You keep a copy and give one to the customer. If it's a layaway payment, you can process the layaway payment and keep adding their payments until the final payment is made, and at that point, the item is marked as picked up and is no longer a layaway. For repair orders, we have a more detailed video that we talk about repair orders and repair shops. You are welcome to watch that. To make a repair order, you can manually enter description of what needs to be done, or enter the code for it if you know the code. Take multiple pictures of the item. Pictures will be printed on the repair claim and on the job bag. Item description and jeweler's notes can be added, and you can send it to the shop from here. Or you can send it to the shop later. Enter the deposit amount, and later, when they pick up the item, they pay the balance. You can keep track of the parts used for each job bag and their inventory. A bit about our company. We have been in the jewelry software business for 35 years. We are located in New York City. We do jewelry software for retailers, wholesalers, diamond dealers, manufacturers, refineries, and casting houses. We also create websites and apps. Everything we do has to do with jewelry. And we connect all of these things together, which means your app will talk to your website and will talk to your inventory software. Our software always comes with unlimited training and unlimited support. Our response time is super fast. Most calls are resolved within 30 minutes or less. We support various business sizes, anywhere from one-man operation to businesses with 200 computers split across 3 different countries. Our team of 25 computer programmers is continuously adding features and customizing our software. Give us a call at 646-578-8300. Again, 646-578-8300. Or email us at sales@wjewel.com. We'll be happy to hear from you. Thank you.